What is up, you little creeps? Happy New Year! 2016, am I right? Who's excited? Kind of me. Hello guys, it's been quite some time, I know. I'm pretty certain the last was in October, but you know, life happens. Also this hair, let me talk about it. Oofa. Can we talk about my very festive sweater? Yes, honey, yes. Don't be stupid. All right, guys, this is the 4 honest truths of 2016. What better way to start than being honest for the year? Duh. Number 1 is money. I have less than $400 in my bank account. I put everything I have towards Jigsaw, leaving very little for my bills. I think that some people think that a lot of us bloggers, and some of us do, but not me, not this one, have a ton of money, and that's why I'm able to do the things that I do or not work for corporate or whatever. And I just want to say it's fucking hard, but it means so much more to me to know that, okay, so I don't have all the money in the world and I can't go shopping, but at least I'm doing something that I want to do for myself. I'm so much happier doing something that I'm so fulfilled on than working for somebody else and making somebody else's dream come true. This is my opportunity to do something epic for other people, and I know that every dollar I put into it is worth it, even if that means that I don't get to shop, or I don't get to dine out, or you know, I've got to survive on spaghetti and meatball sauce. What? I mean, I'll never stoop down to like Taco Bell level, but you know what I mean. Sacrifices. Number 2 is self-doubt and lack of confidence. Something that I struggled with last year was a realization of my lack of confidence. I think a lot of people assume I'm really confident because I never really let it show. I kind of pretend that I kind of pretend that I've got it all together and like I'm fucking great. And I am great, but that doesn't mean that I'm exuding confidence. So in my self-discovery last year, I realized that I've been pretending to be confident. And what that meant was that I wasn't being my true self. I wasn't honoring who I was or who I am. And so for me, I kind of had to step away from that thought process and realize, okay, well, what is the true issue? And it was my lack of confidence, the self-doubt in me that other people are better than me or prettier than me. And that caused me to not be my true self. I actually just went to this party recently and I immediately felt uncomfortable because I knew a majority of the people there, but I felt like they were all better than me and more beautiful than I was and were accomplishing far more than I ever could. So in turn, my go-to is just to talk a lot. And I want to know everything that's going on in your life because I don't really know what to say about mine. And I'd rather not talk about me because I don't know what to say. I just noticed at this party that I couldn't help but be this not really confident person. The whole self-doubt, lack of confidence thing, like it was so apparent that it hadn't gone away at this party because all of my peers, successful and beautiful, yes, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than me. But I took that as my truth. And I ended up having dinner that night with one of my closest friends, and she basically kind of opened up my eyes to what was really possible there. I want to just basically say that what I'm doing is not by some magic. Like, when I watch YouTube, I feel like they are this epic person and can do it all, be it all. And I want you to know that it is so possible to go after what you want, even with all that doubt that you may also carry. Number 3 is the lack of knowledge. I have no effing idea what I'm doing, but that's okay because I feel like who does really know what they're doing? One, especially in our generation, we're a generation of entrepreneurs. So many of my friends they own their own businesses. They are entrepreneurs, especially a lot of my female friends, which is so kick-ass. And I just feel like it's okay to not know. I feel like I've gotten the best experience in the world. I've worked at 6 startups and 3 marketing agencies. It's how I've learned to build my own business. I've taken little bits and pieces of knowledge and experience and have been able to formulate my own company with my own thoughts and my own creative ideas. And How epic is that? Like, I didn't finish school. I did 2 years of college. The first year I didn't do really much. I mean, I tried, and the second year I sat in the college parking lot for a lot of my classes. Sorry, parents. I have to be knee deep in experience to understand what I'm supposed to be doing in the first place. Google is my best friend. That's how I find out how to do and make a lot of the things that I'm doing now. And then I'm surrounding myself with the smartest, most brilliant, most bright women I've ever known in my whole life who help guide and encourage and truly support me. I've never really had that until I became a real adult. And just, there's so many epic women out there who also don't know what they're doing, but they're really doing it. And that inspires me. I'm sharing this because I want you to also be inspired to just go do it. I mean, if you're a scholar, this is not for you. But if you're like me, it's all about the experience or just trial and error. Fuck, I am failing all over the place, and that's okay. It's okay to not know and then to educate yourself, as long as you're taking the experience and running with it, whatever. Number 4 is on a daily basis, I struggle to write content. I struggle with blogging. I can't decide, what I'm doing or who I am on the blog. I can't decide who am I doing it for. Is this for myself or is this for you? I'm so in love with the connections I've made on the blog, meeting you guys and knowing that there's a chick through email who's so compelled to write me an epic email of support out of nowhere, you know who you are, that just warmed my heart to know that, like, we have this connection now. And without the blog, would I have that? And I think if I were to ever stop, I would feel really lost. Without that internet connection, the World Wide Web. I'm so inspired by women who just don't care about the fear and go for it. I think living in fear is kind of cool because to me, fear drives me. So I really wanted to share about the blog because it is such a hard thing for me to do, and it's a hard thing for me to commit to because I feel like I'm supposed to be this person. I was so inspired by Brie Emery's post about 2009 blogging, or back then when we were blogging just to blog, and about our inspirations or a story that happened or our outfits or whatever it was. And I noticed my blog was turning into this kind of, well, how do I really compete? I realized I've lost my own message. For those who know me on YouTube, that's great. You know me on YouTube, and you know that I'm also not very committal on this either. But the blog, my blog readers, y'all are so awesome. It's been so great to have this connection, but it's been a struggle for me. But I want to keep doing it. I want to keep connecting. I want to be able to share my stories, especially this year with building my own business. It's just such an epic thing. Like, how could I not share that? And I want you guys to be a part of it. And so I'm figuring out how to make that happen in some capacity. So yeah, those are my 4 honest truths. Thank you for just being a part of this journey, however long you've been a part of this journey, even if you subscribed today, started reading the blog today, or you've been following since 2008 of October. Thank you so much. So, I don't know, this year is going to be so dope, and I want you guys down for the ride. I can't wait to share more with you, especially as Jigsaw forms. It's going to be so great, and I want you guys here for the journey. No matter how small or big Profresh style gets, I think it's been so great that it's been a small community. But it can stay that way, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I just want to keep talking. I want to keep connecting. I want to keep building, and I hope that you guys stay around for 2016. Thanks so much, guys. I hope that you go and take a lunch break, go call someone, connect with someone, because at the end of the day, that is all we have, is person-to-person connection. All right, guys. I will talk to you later. Bye. Also, what am I wearing? It's not Christmas anymore.